Good morning and happy Mercurial Wednesday. It is July the 2nd, 2025, and Mercury is still in Leo energy. And with this energy happening today, right before we go into a retrograde, another retrograde in Neptune, we're already in a retrograde with Pluto. Pluto in Aquarius is in retrograde. And we're going to go into another retrograde on July the 4th in Neptune. And then we have one in Mercury on the 18th. But anyways, these are major retrogrades. But with Mercury and Leo energy today, in the midst of all of this is a great time if you're looking to network and really some type of pitch. I wanted to say elevator pitch. I know that's excuse me. I know that's so cliche to say, but it's a good day for you to do that. It's a good day for you, if you don't actually verbally say something, to either update your resume, submit your resume. If it's a podcast, for you to say something profound or whatever it is that you've been thinking about, and it'll actually land to the audience it's supposed to land on. It is a great day and an energy to do that, to really put your voice out there, especially from a creative standpoint, especially for you somebody's a conspiracy theorist. If you're a conspiracy theorist, one of you may actually start seeing your conspiracy theories actually come to life. It's actually a good day to put that out there. Anyhow, so today I decided to pull from the African Goddess Oracle card deck that I have here. I haven't pulled from this deck in a while. I haven't really been called to it except for today. And then every time I pull from this deck, I hope to pull an ancestor card and not necessarily a goddess card. I did, and I pulled divine lineage. And this is a great ancestor, Sarah Lakali, meaning Sarah the Black. She was an Egyptian prophetess and a patron saint of the Romani people. Oral history says that Saint Sarah had the highest divine lineage. And that brings me back to another point too, is that you ever heard of the telephone game, or like oral history, the stories of oral history, how that is actually true history besides what's written down in the books? That is a message for someone today. Be mindful of what you're reading and taking it as 100% truth, and really listen to what someone is saying to you. I don't know where this is at. I don't know, this could be at work or something like that. This could be a cop telling you something when they pull you over. Somebody's gonna get pulled over. But listen more to what they're saying to you more than what's written on the paper. Yes, what's written on the paper is the actual rule, law, regulation, but there's either a loophole or there's some way somebody's telling you, like giving you a leg up from what they're saying more than what is written. There's something important about that today. All right. And the embodiment of this card says this: your ancestors want to remind you that you're not alone. They're rooting for you. They ask you to honor your spirit guides and call upon the divine power of the divine. Create or nourish your ancestral altar or shrine. Unbury your ancestors. Speak their names. Your divine lineage ancestors may be blood related or culturally or spiritually connected. And when they say unburied, I don't mean let me tell you something. This might be controversial, and somebody might lose some people with this, but that's your business, and that's fine. And practice whatever you decide to practice. But I hope people realize, when you go, and especially here in the United States, other countries it's different, but here in the United States, when you go digging in people's graveyard and taking the dirt home, you do realize that is the land of the United States, is the Native Americans' land. So unless you can trace your lineage back to the Native Americans, that is not your ancestors' dirt you're taking back. And you are trespassing, and you're taking something that does not belong to your bloodline. That is madness. So I was like, do people not realize that unless you can actually trace your roots, and you have Native American roots, when you go digging up dirt, that's not your ancestors' dirt. This is their land. This is Native Americans' land, United States. Okay, I won't go no further into that about because we all know everything that's going on with the deportation and immigration and everything. But it's like, if we really put facts down, if we really bump what's in the history books, what's written, the fact of the matter is, this is Native. I don't even want to call them Native American. I don't indigenous the indigenous people. Is that the correct term to use? I don't want to sound ignorant. So if you are a Native American or an indigenous person, please let me know in the comments, because I don't want to call you something that you don't answer to. But I'm just saying, this is their land. All right. So whoever, I don't know if whoever's digging up dirt, or I'm going to do root work on somebody, that's why it don't work. That's why it doesn't work, because it's not linked to your bloodline. But anyways, you guys stay blessed, stay safe, and stay protected. And I'll talk to you later. Peace.